I remember the first time I stood in front of an audience, my heart racing like it was about to leap out of my chest. It was a school assembly, and I had been chosen to give a speech about leadership. I was terrified, but I also felt a spark of excitement. I knew this was my chance to share something meaningful. As I stepped up to the podium, I looked out at the sea of faces. Some were smiling, others were indifferent, and a few looked like they were ready to doze off. I took a deep breath and began. I started with a personal story about my basketball coach, who taught me that leadership isn't just about being in charge. It's about lifting others up. I shared how he encouraged me to lead by example, to support my teammates, and to celebrate their successes as much as my own. In the middle of my speech, I could feel the energy in the room shift. I talked about the importance of communication and leadership. I shared how I learned to listen actively, to engage in one-on-one conversations, and to create an environment where everyone felt valued. I recounted a moment when I had to give feedback to a teammate who was struggling. Instead of criticizing, I chose to encourage, and it made all the difference. That's when I realized that true leadership is about connection and empathy. As I wrapped up my story, I could see the audience leaning in, their interest peaked. I emphasized that every one of us has the potential to be a leader, no matter our age or position. I encouraged them to embrace opportunities to speak up, to share their ideas, and to support one another. The applause that followed felt like a wave of affirmation. It was a moment of triumph, not just for me, but for everyone who had the courage to step into their own leadership roles. That day taught me that sharing a personal story can inspire others. It can ignite passion and foster a sense of community. As I walked off the stage, I realized that public speaking is not just about delivering a message. It's about creating connections and leaving a lasting impact.